Hey guys, welcome back to That Florida Feeling. Is everybody having a good week? I mean, I hope so. It's been interesting for me. Not the worst, but, life moves on. Thank you to everybody who liked and subscribed. The Facebook and Instagram polls were fun. I'm glad that most of us care more about the halftime show than the show, and that people don't care who wins. So thank you guys for participating. If you have a second, please leave a review on Apple or Spotify. I would appreciate it. It helps me and the podcast. And today is going to be a fun, interesting episode. I have a special guest. My best friend Tiffany is here with me. She has been in Florida a little bit longer than I have. And she is also a former theme park worker. And boy, do we have stories to tell. So she's going to talk to me about it. We're going to talk about all the different parks, probably, because we've worked in most of all the different parks. Today is not going to have a Florida man story because literally most of these are going to be Florida man stories in themselves. So, just listen and enjoy, and if something like this rings a bell to you, send me an email, tell me about it on Facebook or Instagram, and let me know how you feel about if you've ever worked in a theme park, what you think about it. So, say hi, Tiffany.
Hello, everyone.
So, how long have you been in Florida?
I have been in Florida since 2002, so about 20 years now. So
Always in the Orlando area?
Always in Orlando area, yes.
So, preliminary first question, what is your favorite part of Florida?
Probably the beaches. Any of them, all of them, state parks, anything outdoors away from the tourist corridor.
Anything not involving I-4?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I understand that. So, what theme parks have you worked at?
I have worked at Disney. I've worked at pretty much every single one of the parks in some kind of capacity at Disney. And then I also worked at Universal. All of the parks there too. So,
which horror stories do you want to tell first, Disney or Universal?
Ooh, Disney.
All right, let's go. We'll do it by park because I've even got these. So, let's talk about everybody's favorite park, the Magic Kingdom.
So magical.
Side note, if anybody ever tells you at the Magic Kingdom to have a magical day, that is the equivalent of Disney of go screw yourself.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you guys. Some people do mean it in a very magical way. Most of us do not.
It's the underlining, get out of my face, please.
Yes.
Go enjoy your magical day.
Go enjoy magic somewhere else, not near me.
And please don't ask me where the castle is.
And for the third time, the 3 o'clock parade still is going to start at 3 o'clock.
I swear it was at 5, though.
You sure?
Oh, yeah. No.
You know. Okay, so, all right. Yes, that's a legit thing. People will ask you what time the 3 o'clock parade starts. Most of them actually just mean what time it gets to wherever they're standing at that moment. But literally the way they ask it is, so what time is the 3 o'clock parade? And after about the 4th time, you know that they're really asking. It's not just them screwing with you. Although one lady, she goes, so what time is the 3 o'clock parade? I went 2:59.
Yep.
And I walked out at 2:59 and she was waiting.
God.
Yeah.
People are a whole nother kind of special when they're in the theme parks. I think one of my favorites was working on Main Street at Casey's Corner and getting where's the castle at? Well, if you turn around, that big building that's just,
the only one that's really
tall, that's going to be the castle. Okay. Glad we got that covered.
Gosh.
But okay. Even worse than the one time is the 3 o'clock parade. I don't know.
But you got asked that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was...
I think one of the most awkward questions I ever have been asked was when Tinkerbell flies at the night, where she goes. And that just, trying to find a quote-unquote magical
answer
explanation to this, and not saying, well, you see, they, strap this harness onto a, 5-foot girl, shove her down a line.
Sometimes it's a guy.
Oh.
You didn't hear that?
No.
Yeah, sometimes Tinkerbell's a man. Oh, I thought you knew that.
I know that.
Yeah.
Well, they strap this poor
5-foot tall person.
5-foot human, and then shove them down a line, and then, kind of catch them with a mattress kind of landing apparatus at the end of the line. So
think of the worst, what is it? Oh, zip lining. Think of the worst zip lining you've ever done, and that's pretty much what it is.
Face first.
And you better pray that you don't get stuck during the fireworks.
Oh, no. It's... Magic Kingdom is a whole nother beast.
So you worked at night. Did you ever deal with the fireworks setting things on fire?
No, I don't think.
Oh.
Not so rare. I've heard about it.
Oh.
Like the bushes and stuff.
Oh, no,
like,
buildings.
Buildings.
Yeah,
oh.
I was working one night on Main Street, and we were in the back doing the trash and stuff, because you know how you had to walk out and it was the back part?
Yeah.
Get out of the building, it's on fire!
Oh, that sounds about right. But the amount of fireworks that Disney puts out almost nightly is just
But the bushes
astonishing.
But the bushes do catch on fire.
Yeah.
A
Just
lot.
recently.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Just recently they had the fire trucks and everything going down Main Street, so
Yeah.
it's like
It happens.
these things happen, you know?
And that's the magical side that you don't get to see. The shit show of it all.
Shit show that is
Oh.
trying to keep the magic.
All right? What was your worst part of working at Magic Kingdom?
I think just the crushing realization of the non-magic. I think it's just growing up on Disney and coming to Disney and being a fan of Disney for so long, and then finally being like, oh my god, I'm working for Disney. And then it's like, okay, when you're working at Magic Kingdom, you have more of a chance to run into so many different situations, being in the utilidors, the whole sub-level of the Magic Kingdom, if you guys aren't aware,
The tunnels.
the tunnels that are under Magic Kingdom, and some of the most traumatizing things, being fresh out of high school, 18-year-old, ready to start this beautiful job, and not being ready to see your favorite characters with their heads off.
Headless? Or their heads sitting in a room with blindfolds on them because it's creepy?
Yeah.
Had that one.
It's,
I think my favorite one was when I got to see Aladdin and the Beast making out.
Yes.
That was an interesting one.
I saw the Queen of Hearts, and I think it was one of the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Queen of Hearts was a guy.
yeah, that's the worst part. Yeah, that's the worst part. And Goofy's usually not a man.
Nope.
And Minnie's usually a man.
Minnie's usually a man. Mickey sometimes is I had a friend that I did Horror Nights with that was a Mickey and a Minnie, and you just bounce back and forth, and
Yeah. Yeah. There are things that they just don't prepare you for. And then, okay, so what bothers me about, all right, this is Magic Kingdom. We're going to preserve the magic. There's only one Mickey. You can only see Mickey at one spot in the park at any given moment. But yet then you have an entire tour underneath the tunnels. I'm sorry, I'm walking around in my half Amish outfit with my tattoos showing. My hair is not obviously Disney ready. And you're going to lead this tour group down here to see and take pictures of us.
Yeah.
Really, Disney? That's your preserving the magic? Really?
All I
That's
hear.
the one that got me.
Money signs.
Oh, and it
money,
did.
money.
And the amount of people that would take that. I remember coming down one day and we were putting booze in our Frappuccinos. Oh, come on. It happened.
Oh.
Come on.
The things that
I'm not
you
naming
did.
who I did it with.
Oh, no.
But
it happened.
It happened. And then you'd get people you'd turn around and here's this whole tour group looking at it and you're like, let me turn back around now.
Oh, dear. Hello.
I'm going to go hide in the
Goodbye.
bathroom. I'm going to go hide in the bathroom.
I'm going to go this way now.
Yes. With all of my tattoos showing and running around in a sports
Half
bra and my skirt.
costume out.
Yeah. Because that's really,
This was our domain.
yeah. Like, that was our safe spot where we didn't have to be on for the magic. And then you bring a tour group down. It just... I think that was the most crushing blow to me, was that you wanted us to preserve all this magic and not tell people I don't know and give all these great answers and da-da-da-da-da. And then you bring people through the utilidors to expose the magic.
Expose the magic.
That was my biggest complaint about Magic Kingdom.
The crushing realization.
That money wins.
That money
yes,
wins
ma'am.
at all
and
times.
your soul is gone.
Yeah, and you were just a number, unfortunately.
And sadly, somehow I remember my number.
No.
Yeah, see? Well, partially
It's a
because
sad
mine
thing.
sounds like my phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mine is like half my phone number. And I don't know why
I
either.
think I blocked it out. It's been that long. My Disney days, my Magic Kingdom days, I should say, are far and in between, even though I've just, within the last 5 years, was back at Disney when
Same.
we worked at Creature Comforts together.
Oh, yes, Creature Comforts. Let's talk of Creature Comforts.
Starbucks.
Oh, God.
Starbucks at Disney. So, where should we start with that?
Side note, Animal Kingdom is still my favorite park.
It really is.
It is beautiful. I loved walking out and seeing the poor little monkeys trapped in their cages.
Oh my god, the little
cotton-top Tamarin.
I would literally pay. Funny enough is that nobody ever wanted to greet. And
I did.
Would literally sell
to do
myself
it for like hours.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you want to take this pass? I will stay out here for another hour.
You mean you want to work on hot bar? Go right ahead. You want to make frappuccinos? Ooh. Please.
You want to do frap bar?
Oh yeah, cold bar.
Scarred for life. I don't think I've ever seen that many cups in the line in my life. Like,
I mean, yes and no.
20, 30 deep.
Having worked at a corporate one, like, I got a different explanation. But my problem was always, let's stick the newbie on cold bar, and then let's put the cups in order, and then the hot bar people who could have had their drinks 45 minutes ago are still waiting because some dumb idiot forgot what line to pour the milk to.
And we're just sitting here, getting stared at.
And you're on display.
On display.
So you have to be magical. No, wait, what was Animal Kingdom's?
Oh.
Jumba? No.
I don't remember. Jeez.
Yeah, right? It was something else.
I'm like, ooh.
Something else. But that was my favorite park to work at, maybe not work in.
It really, yeah, I think I enjoyed the fact that, like, we could leave work after the day and, like, go ride the safari or go around and see the animals or just, like...
Remember that big catfish?
Oh, my
That massive
God.
catfish that was in that one part?
The one little, right
Yes.
around, like, where the otters were.
The otters, yes.
Ugh.
I love the otters. The otters were calming. Sometimes I would just be like, I need to go look at the otters and walk away from work.
I want to go swimming with otters.
I have seen
One
a
day.
wild otter, and I don't.
They're terrifying.
They
Wild
are.
otters are...
And you know where I saw them the first time, funny enough? Outside of casting at Disney.
Oh, yeah.
They're in that lake next to it, and I'm like, what
They're not what you
sea
think.
creatured animal thing am I looking at out of a lake in Florida?
It is a monster otters.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not the cute,
they're not
cuddly ones
friendly
you
like
think.
you think. All right, sorry.
Side note.
It's still a Disney story. It happened
Hey.
casting. I miss Animal Kingdom. It was a cool park. They actually did push to conserve. You used to get your pins after you got $100.
I feel good about, like...
I didn't feel as bad in that park. Like, I didn't feel like we sold our souls as much.
Yeah. I think it was
I hated the costumes.
Oh, my
That
God.
polyester pants and your grandma's old couch shirt.
Did you get the newer ones? Were you there before that?
No. I was, they changed them right after I
Right
left.
after you left too? Okay.
Same, yeah. Which, I still couldn't wear them. I have leg tattoos, so it still wouldn't have mattered for Jody.
Those hats and the bandana.
I'm sorry, at least we had a ball cap.
Oh, God, I would take that ball cap over anything, any day.
I don't know, well,
Oh.
in Magic Kingdom I had my little headscarf.
I don't know, I was pretty scarred for life from the Casey's Corner. Like, when you have to go to work in a, what was that, 20s? 30s? 20s, baseball uniform, knee-high socks, pants that probably don't go past your knee if you're lucky to get, a decent pair
Size
of
that actually
size.
fits you.
Oh, yeah. No.
That were made 45,000 years ago.
Yeah.
No, I'll take that over the Amish with driving privileges. My skirt was never the same length. Half the time I didn't know what was going on. Some had pockets, some didn't. Some had 5 pockets. Don't know why. And then this apron.
The aprons.
This apron that they only had 3 X's of, and I was nowhere near a 3X. And it was longer than the skirts.
You can wrap it around you like 3 times.
I did, and then I got in trouble, and they're like, it's supposed to go once. Dude, I got enough sash to make a wedding train. What you want me to do with this? What are we doing here?
I can't. The apron that we had to wear at Casey's was like that, like, thick... I don't even know.
Yours was
what
like
kind,
a
it was,
burlap
It was like
sack.
a burlap sack, like,
Yes.
that only tied, like, with these little washers.
Yep.
So it was just the most uncomfortable, like,
You couldn't move.
suffocating thing.
Yeah.
And the hats were always way too small.
Yes.
Like, ball caps that literally covered, like, to your hairline.
Yeah. So it looked like you were like, your head was way too big or way too small. Yeah. No, I think the uniforms at Disney were always
Questionable.
at best. Although Epcot's were fantastic.
They got some cute stuff.
Oh no, the Starbucks costumes look like our pajamas.
Those were legit.
Those are the best. Although half the time I was in some size 5 times too big for me, so you couldn't see my shoes. But they were comfy as crap. And the big chef coats. Although that little Khufu hat thing.
The Khufu hat, yeah.
Let's not talk about the Khufu hat.
The
As
regular,
I pat my head, because I'm like, that was some memories. Woo, that was some memories, y'all.
excuse me, the probably one of my favorites has to be the Trolley Cart Cafe. I love
The
that
little skirt, yeah.
Like, I don't know
They
what
weren't.
those-
They weren't no Magic Kingdom skirts. They actually
No,
fit.
they
They
were
look cute,
cute, and they were flowy,
and
you
the
felt
headscarf
cute in
looked
it.
okay. Like that whole outfit was put together fine. Everywhere else was a little bit iffy.
I also had a really good one at. I was doing picking up a shift at Tortuga Tavern over
Yes.
in Adventureland. It's a beautiful, beautiful dress and like
Oh,
the
yes.
I don't know how to call it, but the Spanish blouses
Yes,
that are
those
just
were so comfy.
You were just adorable. I would walk around that thing like sashaying around.
My favorite that I picked up was Dole Whip.
Yeah,
I picked up a Dole Whip shift.
I never got to wear that.
That
one.
was interesting. The shift it was interesting, but the costume was comfy. Yes.
So
And the horseshoe, the diamond horseshoe. I got to pick up a shift there. That was so much fun. That was such a comfy
it's
costume
not the
too.
same there anymore though.
I know. They change everything. They ruin
They
everything.
ruin all the goods.
And that's what sucked. Like, if you worked in food, you could pick up any food at any park, anytime. And I usually got stuck at Flame Tree with birds attacking me for food, or the Pizza Fari making pizzas 8 hours in a day. But it was fun because you could go to different parks and you could do different things.
Experience different things.
I got bored one day and picked up one in France.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I could hide in the back. I didn't have to be French.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, if you hide in the back, you don't have to be French. You didn't know that?
I did not.
Yeah, man. And the tequila place, the one in Mexico.
The tequila bar?
Hide in the back. You ain't gotta be Spanish.
See,
I learned all the tricks because I wanted to do other things.
The only shift that I really wanted to pick up that I never got to pick up was for, oh my gosh, Mickey's Not So Scary.
I did Halloween.
Ugh. I wanted to just throw candy
That
at people.
stupid little bow bat head
Yeah.
band thing that I had to wear. I was like, and I could see it moving, so I would always think something's coming at me because I'm like, why is my it's my headband
Oh, it's
slipping
my
again? Hold on,
headband. Yeah. No, when Casey...
No, I always got the stupid wristband shift.
Oh.
I never got the candy shift. Sorry to disturb you, but I was like,
No, I
throw
see.
candy at people.
It would be my luck that I would get like the...
But see, I wanted to hand out the cookies and the hot cocoa. Yeah,
The
at Mickey's
Christmas
Not
party?
So Scary that doesn't, or not, yeah, the Christmas, that doesn't really happen anymore.
Ugh, fucking COVID.
Side note, adult language. Go ahead.
COVID. Sorry. COVID ruins everything.
Gosh, man.
But no, when probably one of my favorite pickups that I ever did was Casey's was closed for renovations at one time, and I picked up at I was working at the Carts, North Carts, and that was
I love OVD. Oh, I
Adventure
loved outdoor.
OVD.
Oh my god. Until it rained, but I
Ooh,
loved
no.
OVD.
It was wonderful until a monsoon came, but
Yeah.
like being able to hop around to different areas and like experience different things and really
And that was the kind of cool part. Like, you could go on Facebook pages and just pick up, or even when it was still on the connection, you could just go pick up random shifts.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I think I want to work in Hollywood Studios over in the Toy Story area. Shift. And it was cool because sometimes it was like a 12-hour shift. Sometimes it was a Little Baby Princess 4-hour
Little Baby
shift.
shift, yeah.
And it was so nice.
It was,
You know? And then you had your whole day to enjoy the parks.
Yeah, I do miss the flexibility of it. It's like the theme parks definitely have their ups and downs for, what you make the best of it when you're working there. It definitely has its downfalls, but it really does have a lot of great things too. Like being able to be in those parks, and go jump on a ride after work, or go grab a snack, or
Which
a
we
show.
did. You
Yeah.
just, half the time, so Animal Kingdom, I would just keep my long sleeve white shirt on, and I would keep the pants on, and I would just run around and go to the safari or go meet. I've got so many pictures with Tarzan.
Oh my god, the Tarzans.
And do you remember backstage with
Yes.
the bug? The bug.
One of my friends, the one that did Minnie and Mickey, she was actually Timon.
Really?
Out back there sometimes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Shoot, they were so nice too.
They were super sweet. I have friends, the Flick.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
who I'm talking about.
also,
Yes.
he was also working at Universal.
Oh, cool.
And he lives out in California now, and he actually does the Raptor.
Lucky.
Out in
Cool.
California.
Yeah.
But, like, these are the people that you get to meet, and, like, even, like, some of the Tarzans, super sweet. Just
Yeah, they were so nice, and they were so, and they got into their character, but it was so cool to be able to, like, just
interact.
Well, even just walk around and look at it as I do work here, but I get to step back from that for a minute, and I get to ride that ride. They tore down my favorite roller coaster. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yes.
The heck? Why
What
would
was
you...
that?
Primeval
they
Whirl.
took the whole Dino-Rama down, right?
Primeval Whirl is gone, y'all. I was so mad.
That was such a fun ride. It was like those Mad Mouse
That's exactly what it was. And I was like,
that-
I loved it because it was, yeah, your back was out of whack for like 3 hours afterwards, and you might not totally fit in the seat because you're fat like I am, but it was so much fun.
You were giggling and you're having a good time, and I think it like cuts the monotony of all of the super over themed rides where you get to like. I think a lot of people really like.
Yes.
We're hard on that part of Animal Kingdom. It's like, oh, it's not the Disney. It's too tacky. It's all that. But that's why.
But that was
it
the
was
fun
the
part.
reason. It was meant to be tacky.
Or then they did the dinosaur ride that scared the crap out of you.
Oof.
I got that. I didn't know what it was. I rode it one time with Christy. So if Christy, if you're listening, I still hate you for that day.
Traumatizing.
Well, when you have seizures and bright lights flash at you and you're not prepared for it, it makes a bad day go worse.
That first tunnel when you're coming through it. Oh.
And then the T-Rex out of nowhere and it drops and you're like, I'm out.
Were you there the night that we did the with the lights on?
Mm-hmm.
That was such a good time.
That was fun.
Oh, that was cool.
That was fun.
Also very traumatizing too because seeing it
Right?
with the lights on
Is a little more scary. Have you ever seen Small World with lights on?
No.
Holy
I've seen
crap.
Oh my god. Space Mountain.
That's creepy.
traumatizing as hell.
But you know what I wanted to go through that we never got to go through, or they never picked us? I wanted to do Haunted Mansion.
They had it at one point, but I think it was like when we first started.
Yeah, they didn't let it. They didn't pick
we
us.
weren't allowed to go
Yes.
because it was.
They picked the older people, which is I get that, but I always wanted. But I loved Haunted Mansion. But
loved
do you know
to
every
done
time I
that.
go on Haunted Mansion, I get stuck. Never fails. Never fails. Get stuck backwards, going down into the graveyard
Every time.
And then at Little Mermaid, at the Ursula scene,
Yes.
both of those I get stuck. Never fails. Every time. The little recording. We know you're stuck. We'll be just a moment.
I can't. I actually am okay with being stuck on the Haunted Mansion part of it because it's kind of soothing.
yeah,
where
it's
you're,
fun, yeah.
where you're sitting back and you're just like kind of chilling.
And the music's not the worst.
It's not bad.
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
But staring at Ursula
was annoying.
was
You know what? There's only. Have you ever had to manually evac a ride?
no, because the day that we did Space Mountain when it broke down, funny. So we're at the very top. So they evac'd everybody on the bottom. These
Oh.
people came up
Yeah.
and pushed the cart down, and we rode it gravity
That's hilarious.
all the way down. But let me tell you, like that last really big drop.
Yeah.
When I tell you that the rails
Are right at your head?
There's a reason
Yeah.
why they tell you don't put your hands up when you're on Space Mountain, kids.
Don't put your hands up. Don't lean up.
Don't lean up. Don't put your head up. You're gonna lose a body part.
Yep.
It's-
And you will.
It will.
It is right there.
It is right there. It is terrifying. It is. I ducked, and I'm short.
Yeah.
Like it was an adventure.
I only had to manually evac one ride. And I was riding it after work one day. Small World.
That's scary. Don't they play? They play it all night long. Is that what I heard?
It
So-
never
It never
freaking
stops because of like something with the.
Yep, because they'll mess up the track of the music. Yes, and it's so old that it can't stop.
That's terrifying.
It was horrible. And then I got stuck on Splash Mountain. But of course, thank God we had already had the worst part. We were down at the bottom where we were freezing cold.
I don't think I
Yeah.
could listen to the music on Splash Mountain for very long. That would
I'm
probably
glad that they're
traumatize
redoing
me.
it. I'm sorry. I will be honestly, I'll be the first one to tell you, I am genuinely glad that they're redoing that, especially Princess and the Frog. I love Princess and the Frog. That's one of my favorite newer Disney movies, and I'm so glad that they're. Oh man, even as a Southerner, Splash Mountain made me sad.
It's
Sorry.
very cringe, very very cringy. It's
Yeah, but
no
how
matter
was that even okay back then?
still.
Come
Like-
on. Like, there's a reason Song of the South was banned. I'm just gonna say
It's
it.
funny the amount of people that are trying to sell that right now.
Okay, so
Is-
bad side note. I have a copy. I still have a copy.
It's one of those classics.
It's something.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, like it's something. Let's talk about Epcot.
Ooh.
I love Epcot. Let's talk about Epcot. Were you there when we rode Living with the Land? Was that you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I couldn't go on Soarin' because I was too drunk.
I don't.
Do you remember that? Food and Wine Festival got Jody a little too
I was
hard.
gonna say, I'm like, we definitely. I'm trying to remember everything that we did drink around the world that day because the group of us and like.
So, side note, these are all cast members, former cast members, and it was all of us who loved each other but hated working at Disney.
And a lot of us had parted ways.
So
at that
shout
point.
out to Allison and Chelsea and Ashley and Brandon and Ryan. Was anybody else there?
Chelsea. Oh my goodness.
CJ was there.
Yeah.
Yes.
We said Brandon, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Brandon.
So if y'all guys are listening, I do still miss you, but
we love
we
you
had
guys.
we had met up and gone to Food and Wine Festival, and it was literally, I think, the week before Brandon was moving, and I had 2 weeks till I was moving, and you were back at Universal, and I think Ashley and Chelsea were getting to go back to Nevada, and we decided that we were going to drink around the world. So after some Grey Goose martinis,
some margaritas.
Margaritas were in there for sure. A couple things of wine. I think
beers.
The pineapple wine. There was some beers. They decided we're gonna go on Soarin'. So they're all like, "Let's go!" And I just looked at Tiffany and I was like, "I'm too drunk for this shit."
I think we. That's when.
So me, you, and Ryan set out and waited.
Yeah.
And then we went on Living with the Land.
I love that ride.
I love Living with the Land is so fun. It's so underrated.
It really is, and it has probably one of my favorite restaurants there too. And I know it's like really simple and really.
Oh, the grill.
I love the Garden Grill.
Yes,
the Garden Grill
because it's all from Living with the Land.
Exactly. It's like you're paying if you're gonna pay the Disney price for any meals, definitely try to get the family style or the buffet, because you're going to get your money worth.
Or just get the pretzel like I do.
Just know what you're putting your money towards. But it's like the quality of food is just so good, and like having some of the items coming from the land, just
the salads and the veggie and it was so good.
Strawberry shortcakes.
The fruit, yes.
Strawberry shortcakes. And the breakfast. I've done the breakfast too. And then you have the characters coming around and then the scenery changing and the rotating restaurant. It's just it's
a cool thing.
Cool concept.
I actually remember going there when I was little and meeting the characters. That's where Mickey drank my orange juice.
He did not.
Mickey drank my orange juice and somebody, I think he twirled my braid but it was funny because, bad side note. We did not, like in Disney you can pay to sit in the spot where characters are going to be.
Yeah.
So my parents didn't do that. The experience was good enough. Mm-hmm. Okay, which is fine because I don't remember half of it anyways. I was 4. So we didn't pay to meet the characters. Somehow they all beelined to my table. So I have pictures of me with Mickey and Minnie and Donald and Goofy and all these people that I wasn't supposed to meet because we got lucky. I don't know. Because we were not near, they would do their show. Everybody sees them.
Yeah.
But they all came to my
table.
table. That was cool. Sorry.
No, it's really cool when you get to experience some of those. I think, for me growing up, I think, probably one of my favorites, and, I thank my parents for this, because it's, it's really hard to get into sometimes, but the castle. Getting up for Cinderella's royal table is pricey, and it is...
I saw it only because I had to see it one night for work. I never actually got to eat there. Same for the Beauty and the Beast one. I only got to see it because of work. I never got to.
It's beautiful.
But it's overpriced.
Oh, it's horrible.
Jeez, it's overpriced.
It's if you're gonna eat at Be Our Guest, either go all in and just get the dinner. Just don't. The whole prefix menu that they have now is absolute garbage. It's just.
But try the gray stuff. It's delicious.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You knew I was going to do it.
Oh.
You knew.
It really is delicious.
It is, though. It's actually good. That's
really
I don't know. I think it's just mousse.
It is. It's all it is like a cookie and cream mousse.
It's so good.
And they used to sell the cupcake at Gaston's Tavern.
They did. Yes.
And then they took it away.
And then they gave her that frozen apple crap. Sorry.
Right? The fruit brew?
Whatever
what were
it
they
was.
smoking when they made that?
I don't think they were.
Know.
I don't think their focus groups work sometimes.
No.
Okay, so we talked about Epcot. Hollywood Studios. Anything to add for Hollywood Studios? I was like, Which one am I missing?
Hollywood Studios is crushing all of my dreams. No, I really...
Well, okay.
Yeah. So, my feel on Hollywood Studios. First off, I'm going to start with a positive on it. When I first moved here, probably one of the coolest experience I ever had was getting lost backstage. This is back in like this was 2022. Yeah, 2022. So this is back when they still were doing animating, and they had the
because they actually had
animators
people there in the lot
backstage.
Yes,
yeah.
I forgot about that.
So I literally am walking, trying to find my way back onto stage, and all these buildings. Everything looks the same. It's all very difficult.
Plain. It's plain.
Very plain.
It is so plain back there.
And I'm walking past these buildings, and I'm seeing people animating.
Yeah.
In their desk, they're on their thing, and it was just, I kind of just stopped and not trying to be a creeper, but I was just awestruck by just growing up on these movies and these things, and then seeing them in their element was really, really cool. And that was probably one of my biggest takeaways from Hollywood Studios. It's like my love for each park always changes with what rides are going on, what's new, what's different, but Hollywood Studios was always one of my favorites. I'm a sucker for the Great Movie Ride.
I'm so mad that they got rid of that. And I miss when they had to say it.
Yeah.
They did it. They got on and off the car. They interacted with the actors.
It was so good.
I miss that.
It was, and I appreciate what Disney has to do, and I've heard great things about the new ride. I haven't ridden it, but I'm a sucker for that.
Mickey and Minnie ride.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're taking away all of the classic.
I'm sorry. Alien the Alien part was the best.
Oh.
I loved that one.
It has to be the Indiana Jones part for me.
Oh, you're right.
I love the Alien part, but that Indiana Jones
part.
All right,
I'll give you that one. But
it
was so cool. And that's what I hated doing, especially when they did it as a canned spiel. I was like, well, this is boring. Nobody's interacting with anything. There's nobody jumping in and out of the cars or shooting at people now. Dorothy.
Oh.
God, the
feelings.
The Munchkins.
Oh my God, the Munchkins. That whole
I miss all that.
The last time I rode it, I pretty much probably videoed that whole ride. Because I needed that in my...
I rode it the last weekend they had it open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was...
Because I rode that, and then you can see a picture of me upset, and the chipmunks were comforting me. Because they were walking backstage, and I was mad. And, of course, if you ever go to Disney and you see a really weird lanyard, that means that it's a cast member with their ID turned around, and they saw me, and they hugged me. I was so mad.
See, those are the little things. I think I will officially not have it with Hollywood Studios when they take away Indiana Jones. That will be my last ditch thing, because that is probably, of all the things that I love about Hollywood Studios, and I, of course, grew up with it being MGM Studios, and it was the Water Tower,
yes,
and it was the Backlot Tour, and it was Catastrophe Canyon, and it was
fun stuff. It was stuff that adults. I still say Hollywood Studios is more adult themed, especially the roller. I love the Aerosmith roller coaster. I can't ride it, but I love being near it and listening to the music, and it's just fun.
I remember the first time I rode that, and coming out of the soundstage room and seeing that thing take off for the first time. And I was never a huge roller coaster person growing up, and it was terrifying, yet one of my favorite rides at Disney. It's just cute.
I love the Tower of Terror.
Oh, beautiful.
I don't care. It will never be a Guardians of the Galaxy bullshit ride ever. That is Tower of Terror, and that's the point of it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Just that and Haunted Mansion. Those are the two that you don't touch.
You can't, I think between Indiana Jones for the show and then Tower of Terror would be the two that would break me if they got rid of it. Because it's I also was I love the Osborne Lights.
Yes.
Osborne Lights, literally just going to get a hot chocolate and walking around and just enjoying.
It's so cool. That's like with Epcot with the choir at Christmas. Those were cool.
It's the little things.
Yeah, it's the things that I know are changing. And I mean, you saw the lines, that video at Magic Kingdom where it's a sea of people that don't move.
The second week of February, when it's supposed to be our slow season, and it is
Oh, I remember
balls to the wall.
spring break, looking out at spring break, and it's just this mass of people undulating in a waving pattern, going back and forth, but not really going anywhere. I'm not wrong.
No.
I'm not. And while Disney does hold a good memory, especially because we became friends from it, it stole my soul.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't... And I'm sorry if this ruins somebody's magic. I am. But I'm going to tell you now, the people that you see working there are underappreciated, underpaid, and I don't care that you paid $90 to walk through that gate. I don't care that you paid $110. I don't care if you're a pass holder. That is a human being, and you had better be nice to them. Because you can take your magical day and you can shove it somewhere if you feel like that.
Basically.
Sorry. You don't have to be there.
No, yeah. It's hard when, you have people like us that grew up on these things and we are passionate about it. That's why we chose to work here.
And I love the pin trading. I still have the pins.
Oh my God, I have so...
Right?
Literally, I have, like, my pride and joys are every single Figaro pen that I have.
I have the cat.
My babies.
I have the cat collection.
Oh.
So, Figaro, Cheshire Cat, the Siamese cats,
Marie.
whatever the cat,
There's
Marie,
the cats.
and then what's the other one? Who's the orange cat? Not from...
Oliver?
No. Yes. Oliver, thank you. I was like, what's his name? I have that one because that is our childhood.
Yeah.
So, as much as I love Disney, I will probably not frequent it unless it's free.
No, yeah.
Sorry to tell you.
I don't even find myself, like, as much as I want to go back and I want to go in the parks, it's just the atmosphere. And I talk about this with quite a few people, especially a lot of people we work with, a lot of people that are Disney fans too. It's like, as the years go by, it's just getting more and more corporate greed, dollar signs. It's all about how much we can
how much more can we take from people,
bleed out of you. It's like, and that's why I feel like these families are coming. They are strung out, and they are,
I'd be
taking
mad
it
if
out
I
on
paid
people.
that much too. And I know it's hot, but you don't have to come.
People also need to plan accordingly. Like,
for real,
do feed yourself.
Yes, and please do not think it is not going to rain in Florida on whatever given day you're going to be. Did I ever tell you my favorite Disney story?
No.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I was greeting on the Magic Kingdom on the Main Street. I was greeting, and this woman stomps up to me, and she's just mad. And I'm like, can I help you? Are you okay? Like, something's really wrong. Why is it that you guys cannot turn off the rain?
Excuse me?
I said, well, ma'am, I'm sorry. We're working on our automated weather control system. It just seems to be malfunctioning today. Have a magical day. And she believed it. She believed. And then my other favorite one, and then we'll move on to Universal. I was, again, Main Street, and those stupid Starbucks mugs. The old ones. The stupid ones that had the Magic Kingdom on them. You Are Here mugs.
You Are Here mugs, yeah.
We were out because it's spring break and people want to come and buy mugs.
And people
God forbid that you wanted to do it. Okay, sorry. So sorry. You're not the only person today that thought to come buy a mug. Sorry. She stomps up to us, me and Jeanette. Jeanette was with me. And she was like, I need a refund. Mm-hmm. Okay, did you get a bad drink? Like, did your food not taste good? No, I need a refund. I came all the way to Disney World to get a mug, and you do not have any mugs. I want a refund for my whole vacation.
Okay.
Guest services is that way, ma'am.
Good luck.
Literally. That is just, please don't do that, people. That's your Florida people story for the day. I don't even care if they're Floridian.
No, yeah, it doesn't even have to be. It's like literally the entitlement of people coming to the theme parks. It's like, you chose to come on this vacation. You chose to come and do this adventure,
knowing you're not the only one. Knowing.
But the thing is that they think that they're the only one, no matter. And this is coming from working at both theme parks.
Yeah.
All theme parks.
Yes.
The literal, it blows my mind that people can come in during the holidays, spring break, anytime, and just be so frustrated and upset and be like, I have to wait in this line? Yes. Did you really think that you're the only family? Did you not wait in the line to get into the park?
Right.
To park? To go through security? To go through ticketing?
Did you miss all the other lines you just hit? I hate it. Yeah. So please don't be those people. Okay. All right. Universal. Let's hear some of your Universal stories.
Universal.
Although, side note, some of the best experiences I've ever had have been at Universal. I love the parking garages. I love that there's a moving sidewalk. I like that you have more than 3 people set up to go through security. I love that there's people at ticketing at every time you turn. I love it. I love Universal's setup.
Universal is so...
And I love that their parks are side by side.
No, seriously.
Gosh.
You literally can go, and you can actually, and even with Volcano Bay being off-site, like, you can still get to it very easily through the parking garages.
Right. You
It's
just
like,
go the other way.
the convenience of being able to hit both of those parks in the same day, and then, like, especially, like, being a Harry Potter fan, like, being
I
able
love
to take
the train ride.
And if you didn't know, the train has a different show both ways.
Yeah, I still didn't know that.
You have to go both ways, from Universal to Islands of Adventure, from Islands of Adventure back to Universal.
See, I've only done the one with the Dementors.
Oh, okay.
Because every time we try to go from King's Cross to Islands of
It's
Adventure,
like
it's
an
like
hour
an hour wait, and
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
No, hard pass on that.
Sorry, I will
And
go
it's-
and I will ride my little rides, and I'll do Hagrid's thing, and I'll do Buckbeak's thing because I just forgot the name of it.
Aw.
You know what I'm talking about? Not Buck. It's
Aw.
the
It is-
Getaway, Great Escape. No, that's the motorbikes. It's the other one. It's a little roller coaster next to
It's the Buckbeak one. I can't
yeah,
think of the name
but you
of
know,
it.
but it's Buckbeak.
It's Buckbeak.
It's Buckbeak. I'll ride that, and I'll go, and that's my little Harry Potter thing on that side, and then Islands of Adventure. You do your, but I like meeting the character. I have to go. I met Bart, and I met Homer, and I love
Aw.
taking pictures with Milhouse and Nelson calling, and then that's so much more fun to me.
The classic, I think, not just like, Disney has this wonderful things with their meet and greets and whatnot, but I think
Yeah, but theirs are so much more official.
Universal's like,
You catch them and you get to do it, and that's more fun. Like, it's just spur of the moment.
it's casual,
Mhm.
which I like. It's like, especially if you run into Beetlejuice or if you run into Doc Brown.
I got to meet Patrick.
Oh,
And I did get to see Doc Brown last time. He was by the train.
the SpongeBob store.
I love the sponge. That's where I met
SpongeBob
Patrick.
store.
That is exactly where I met Patrick,
Like,
yes.
just sit in the freaking pineapple and chill.
Although it was funny because I didn't realize that he was in there, and I took a picture outside of the store, like a selfie, and then Matthew's like, look at your picture in the background. And I turned in and I was like, Pat! And I screamed it so loud he heard me, and I went running inside.
I think one of my favorite things working at Universal has to be, as simple as their day parade is. Most of my career at Universal I spent in the New York area or the Universal Studios side. So watching the parade, and it's not long and it's not, super, crazy and intricate, but what they have is so wonderful. And like the
Squidward.
Squidward, when he dabs for you,
Yes.
we love it.
Yes.
Like, and he does it all the time. Like, it's just the best thing. Like,
it's so, and it comes out of nowhere, and it just
Yeah.
appears out of nowhere. But it's also cool that like the guys on the stilts in front of the Mummy, or the Blues Brothers, or Islands of Adventure. You've got your superheroes.
let me tell you. So, two of my favorite things that I'm gonna miss, and this is coming from a Chicago girl, is the Blues Brothers. If any of the Blues Brothers happen to hear this show, I love you guys. Mabel, I love you.
They're so cool, yes.
They are the most... One thing I really respect about my time at Universal is that, at Disney you have some decent people that you meet in entertainment. Most of them will pretty much blow you off, but you have your good eggs.
Yes.
My relationships with the people at Universal, working at Finnegan's for as long as I did, and having the Blues Brothers show right next door, they used to actually, before pre-COVID, come into the restaurant and we would kick them technically out of the restaurant before they start their shows.
That's cool.
But they would come through the restaurant and, Mabel would come in, say, hey, she would come out, she would do her thing. The boys, they would be in the restaurant, they would chill at one of the tables, they would go out and do their show. So we would be familiar with them.
Yeah,
and
you actually interacted.
Yeah, and they were always, they would come by and I'd be running the floor doing something, and they would be so sweet and so nice. And I think one of my favorite takeaways from this was after COVID, and we, when COVID hit the theme parks, it was really hard. And, being told that we're going to be shut down for 2 weeks, and it's the middle of Mardi Gras, and, we're all feeling a certain kind of way. We're all, excited for some time off. But then that 2 weeks turned into, 2 months. And coming back to work and reopening the parks, and we're reopening the restaurants, and everyone's doing their practicing, and
Yeah.
they're getting ready for their stuff too, and we're walking by, and it's familiar territory at this time. Like, can I run up and give them a hug? Can I, we're all being careful with everything. And me and one of my girlfriends are walking down, taking some trash out from the restaurant, and they're practicing for their show, and they're, waving to us, and they're giving us heart signs, and it was just so refreshing to, like, hey, we missed you guys too. Like, having those connections really made my time at Universal something special. And even not just the Blues Brothers, but the Mummies.
Yeah, they were so cool.
The sweetest.
Yeah.
Like, they would literally sign to us. We'd be out at the front of Finnegan's doing our thing. It would be busy. They would, like, make funny gestures to us. They would do all this, but they made us feel like we were just another person. Like, we weren't any better than them because they were in entertainment or anything.
No,
and I think
you were all Universal members,
exactly
employees.
That's one thing I take away from Universal. And, like, every company has its rough things, the bad management, the overwork, all these things. But I think my time at Universal really was special.
Was it
because
better
of
than
those?
Disney?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. What's the thing you're gonna miss the most now that you don't work there?
Probably those connections with people. It's I miss the passion that I have for that park and that atmosphere, and that being able to spread the things that I enjoy to people that are coming down on vacation. But definitely I miss the family. Universal was a family, and
Disney was a clique.
You're with your people, and you're nothing but.
You don't interact with other people, and that really is the truth at Disney.
Yeah, you stay in your little bubbles. And
give me your best Universal story.
Oh man,
I only get 60 minutes, so
I think, and this is really silly, but it's just you see, like, Florida wildlife. So Florida wildlife. So I'm gonna give you a couple little tidbits on this. So, the birds, they're crazy. They'll eat your food out of your hand, whatnot. We have a lot of squirrels, too. I think the first day that I saw a squirrel dragging a chicken finger up a palm tree backwards, that was probably the same size as its body, like, kind of realized, these guys are just trying to...
They're feeding
just
their
trying
family.
to feed their family, just got to do what you got to do. So there was that, and there was a time in Starbucks when there was a squirrel living in our storage room. And, the Starbucks has wonderful nuts. They have wonderful candy bars. They have wonderful chips. This squirrel ate through a cardboard box for some chocolate-covered graham crackers.
See, that's a smart squirrel.
Chocolate-covered graham crackers.
Have you ever had them, though? They're good.
They are good.
They're good, though. Like, I give the squirrel props.
But they, like, definitely, I think that's going to be, like, probably one of my...
Those are your best Universal story. Yeah, I mean, the chicken tender one's pretty good.
That, and I think, I think some of the famous people meet and greets. I did at one point get to meet George Lucas.
I
screamed like a small child and tried not to get fired because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. And when his handlers parted ways and I saw his little self standing on the other side of my shop, I probably screeched like a raptor and, hid behind my desk for a minute before I went up and, hey, can I help you with anything?
Yeah, it happens.
That, and I think right before I left Universal, I was at Mardi Gras, and Bush was playing.
Oh,
huge fan of Bush.
Yes.
Literally don't understand why there was not as many people as there were for some of the other concerts, but Gavin Rossdale decided to come out into the crowd and play a little, come through and see people, and I got to touch him.
Oh, no, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Oh, he is not the goodest looking man in the world, but man, can he sing.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, those, I think some of the benefits of being there and working there were, definitely make all the bad days better. Much more than my days at Disney. Yeah, unfortunately.
I can't say that the good times at Disney did not. I mean, there were days where we would go to the water parks for free.
Oh man, that was fun.
Typhoon
Day was so
Typhoon
good.
Day was so fun, and those drinks, and sunburns. But and being a cast member, you got into Jelly Rolls for free if you really wanted to go at 1 a.m. after you got off work. That was
Pleasure
a little iffy some
Island.
days. Yes, and Cast Connection and things like that. But bottom line is, guys, if you're gonna go to a theme park, act like a normal human being. Don't be an asshole.
know that we're humans too.
Yeah.
Like, we want you to have just as much fun as we do on our days off if we go to the parks. But, you know, just respect
the people. Understand it's going to cost a lot of money. Have patience.
It's going to be hot. It's going to be lines.
Yeah, it'll probably rain. Wait 10 minutes, it'll change. It's going to be hotter. But just you know, and that's the behind the scenes at the theme parks. You know, I thought you guys might find that interesting. You know, and I'm glad I got to have Tiffany on. Yay. My bestie came to see me from Orlando.
Yes.
But guys, just keep an eye out for other podcasts. I'll update. This one's a little bit early this week, so thank you for understanding that. And if you have any suggestions, let me know. Please like, subscribe, follow. Anything. I appreciate all of it. Use the hashtag That Florida Feeling for Instagram. And that is your daily dose of sunshine, guys.